India, the land of chai, found a new love in coffee thanks to Café Coffee Day, or CCD. This shift was nothing short of revolutionary in a country where tea had been the undisputed king for centuries. Back in the late 90s, CCD wasn't just selling coffee, it was selling an experience. It was a place where the youth could escape the mundane and find a slice of modernity, a hangout spot for young folks, a meeting place for professionals. CCD was, the cool kid on the block. It became a melting pot of ideas, conversations, and creativity. They brought the aroma of freshly brewed coffee to every corner, making coffee a part of the Indian lifestyle. The baristas became the new age alchemists, crafting beverages that were both comforting and invigorating. It was more than just a cafe, it was a social revolution. CCD transformed the way Indians socialized, offering a space that was both casual and sophisticated. Imagine walking into a CCD back then. The ambiance was inviting, the decor modern yet cozy, and the vibe was unmistakably youthful. The aroma of coffee beans fills the air, soft music plays in the background, and groups of friends are chatting and laughing. It was a sensory experience that drew people in and kept them coming back. This was the vibe CCD cultivated, and it resonated with millions of Indians. It became a part of their daily routine, a place to unwind and connect. They were everywhere, from bustling city centers to quiet college towns. No matter where you were, a CCD was never too far away. CCD wasn't just a brand, it was a cultural phenomenon. It captured the zeitgeist of a generation that was eager to embrace change and new experiences. Their initial success was driven by strategic marketing and prime locations. They knew exactly where to set up shop to attract the maximum crowd. They opened their first cafe in Bangalore in 1996, and it quickly became a hit. The opening was a grand affair, covered extensively by the media. By the early 2000s, CCD had expanded to major cities across India, leveraging the growing urban middle class. Their growth was meteoric, and they became a household name. They introduced loyalty programs and special offers to keep customers coming back. These initiatives created a sense of belonging and community among their patrons. Their expansion strategy included opening outlets in malls, business districts, and college campuses. They understood the importance of being where their target audience was. This aggressive expansion and customer-centric approach solidified their presence in the Indian market. CCD became synonymous with coffee culture in India, setting the stage for a coffee revolution. But behind the facade of this coffee empire, cracks were beginning to appear, and they were growing wider with each passing day. CCD's rapid expansion came at a price, a mountain of debt, which reached over Rs 7,000 crores by 2019. This staggering amount was a ticking time bomb for the company. To fuel their ambitious growth plans, they borrowed heavily, but their profits couldn't keep up with the mounting interest payments, which were over Rs 1,000 crores annually. The financial strain was becoming unbearable. The company's financial health was deteriorating rapidly, and the pressure was mounting. Operational challenges compounded the issue, making it even harder to stay afloat. Imagine a giant coffee machine, constantly churning out new outlets, but struggling to fill a single cup profitably. That was CCD's predicament, a paradox of growth without sustainable profit. The cost of running hundreds of outlets, with their prime locations and stylish interiors, was exorbitant. For instance, rent for prime locations could exceed Rs 10 lakhs per month, a significant drain on resources. They were burning through cash faster than they could brew a pot of coffee. Operational inefficiencies such as high employee turnover and supply chain issues further strained their finances. The situation was dire and the future looked uncertain. Analysts and experts began to voice their concerns, highlighting the unsustainable business model and the urgent need for restructuring. The boardroom was filled with tense discussions and desperate strategies to turn the tide. Despite their best efforts, the reality was grim. Many outlets saw dwindling foot traffic, and some even had to shut down. The once thriving coffee chain was now grappling with an existential crisis. Yet, amidst the chaos, there was a glimmer of hope. With the right strategies and a focus on sustainable growth, there was still a chance for CCD to reclaim its former glory. The road ahead was challenging, but not impossible. As if the internal woes weren't enough, the coffee market in India was brewing a storm of its own, creating a highly competitive environment. Global giants like Starbucks arrived, bringing their international appeal and sophisticated offerings, which quickly attracted a significant customer base. Suddenly, CCD wasn't the only game in town, as the market became saturated with various options for coffee lovers. They faced stiff competition, not just from big players, but also from smaller, independent cafes popping up everywhere, each offering unique experiences. Key competitors like Barista, Costa Coffee, and local favorites like Blue Tokai began to carve out their own loyal customer bases, further fragmenting the market. Allegations of mismanagement and lack of transparency cast a shadow on the company's operations, raising serious concerns among stakeholders. Governance failures included financial irregularities, questionable accounting practices, and a lack of clear leadership, which severely impacted the company's reputation. The once revered brand was losing its sheen, and public trust began to dwindle, making it increasingly difficult for the company to regain its former glory. In its early days, CCD was a pioneer, introducing the cafe culture to India and becoming a household name. However, the combination of fierce competition and internal governance issues led to a significant decline in market share and investor confidence. The evolving preferences of the younger generation, who sought more than just coffee, also played a role in CCD's struggles. Despite these challenges, the company has been making efforts to revamp its image and regain customer trust, focusing on innovation and better governance practices. Only time will tell if these efforts will be enough to restore CCD to its former glory, but the journey ahead is undoubtedly challenging. The year 2019 marked a turning point for CCD. The tragic passing of founder VG Siddhartha highlighted the pressures faced by business leaders and the importance of mental health and support systems. Companies must prioritize the well-being of their leaders and ensure a robust succession plan is in place. Diversifying revenue streams and maintaining financial health are crucial to avoid the fate that befell CCD. One of the key lessons from CCD's downfall is the need for constant innovation and adaptation. In a rapidly changing market, staying ahead of trends and consumer preferences is vital. Embracing digital transformation can open new avenues for growth and customer engagement. Building a strong, inclusive company culture can also drive long-term success. Investing in employee development and leadership training ensures a resilient workforce. Sound financial management practices, including regular audits and transparent reporting, are essential. Having a robust crisis management plan can help navigate unforeseen challenges. Engaging with the community and practicing corporate social responsibility can enhance brand reputation. Ultimately, the story of CCD serves as a reminder that success in business requires a holistic approach. Recognizing and celebrating achievements can motivate teams and foster a positive work environment. Setting clear, long-term goals and having a vision for the future can guide a company through turbulent times. By learning from the past and implementing these strategies, businesses can build a sustainable and prosperous future.